Thanks, Becky. As we get back into the summer travel season, more people returning to hotels around the world in a very, very big way. Joining us right now is Tony Capuano. He is Marriott's CEO, and it's great to see you here.
It's good to be here.
Everybody's talking about recession, this and that. The one place nobody's talking about that, at least yet, is in your world.
Not yet. I mean, what we've really seen through the first 5 months of the year, the resilience of travel, the pace of the recovery, it's been extraordinary.
Demand is off the charts, it feels like. And that means margins for you should be off the charts, or is the inflation piece, wages, all of the other costs eating into that?
Yeah, well, if you look at April in the U.S., in our biggest market, RevPAR, revenue per available room, was back to 2019 levels, as were margins. And so some of the efficiencies we identified in our managed portfolio during the pandemic seem to be holding.
Why does it feel to most travelers that a room that cost $200 before the pandemic now costs $400, a room that costs $400 now costs $800? I mean, it feels that way.
Compression. I mean, compression drives pricing power. And particularly in leisure destinations, the volume of pent-up demand is creating extraordinary pricing. In fact, we talked on the first quarter earnings call. If you look at our luxury portfolio, average rate was up 27% over where we were in 19.
Okay, so how long do you see this lasting and persisting? And I will tell you, I have talked to other CEOs here who say, look, the T&E bills that we're getting from our executives who are traveling around the world, you think inflation is bad. It's like out of control in your world.
Well, I think there's a couple things that should cause real optimism for us. Number one, again, the U.S. represents about 70% of our business. Last time I looked, plus or minus $2 trillion in savings. Consumer spending, you talked about in one of the earlier segments, continues to be quite strong. But also cross-border travel. Before the pandemic, about 20% of our global room nights were crossing borders. That dropped very low during the pandemic. End of the first quarter, we were back up to 14%. But that still gives us 500 bips of international growth.
How concerned are you, if you are, about a wave of COVID, either in the fall, monkeypox? Is that something you guys think about?
Well, we think about all sorts of considerations that rattle traveler confidence. The thing that has been remarkable, if you looked at the first quarter, January and February, we stepped back a bit because of Omicron, but March came roaring back as soon as folks got a level of comfort about the relative severity of that variant.
What about talent in terms of and labor, both on the wage side, but also how many people you need? One of the things we heard from the CEO of United is this idea that they may need 4%, 5% more people just to maintain, given that they're going to be people that are going to have sick outs and be out.
Yeah, well, in the U.S., we're back to about 7,000 or 8,000 open positions, which is where we were in 19. I think the difference in 19, those 8,000 open positions would have been spread evenly around the country. They're heavily concentrated now in the markets that have recovered most quickly.
How about my points? I need to know about my points. Are my points just getting devalued? Talk about inflation. I want to know whether inflation is killing all my points.
I think the thing that you've seen with the Bonvoy program over the last 2 years, all of a sudden we had folks like you that travel, 50, 100, 150 nights a year that weren't on the road.
I don't travel that much, but yes.
But what Bonvoy has done is we've found other ways to connect with those consumers. So whether it's through the credit card programs, the partnership we launched with Uber during the pandemic, some of the things we've done with food delivery, there are more and more ways to build up those point balances.
The other question I was going to ask is just the phenomena that is Airbnb. We've always talked about that competition in that space versus the hotel space. Is it shifting? Is it changing? And this whole idea of people who may just want to be not just road warriors, but sort of living in different places for different parts of the year.
So, those are good questions for my friend Brian Chesky. But I think from our perspective, what we hear from our customers is for most trip purposes, they want the facilities and the amenities and the service delivery that a hotel offers. As you know, we launched Marriott Homes and Villas, which is a platform of multi-bedroom full homes. When we launched, we had 3,000 listings. After 2 years of the pandemic, we're about 60,000 listings. So what we hear is for certain trip types, a full multi-bedroom home really fits the bill.
Are you seeing a distinction, though, between big city occupancy versus other places? I mean, is there some shift in the mix?
Well, even pre-pandemic, leisure was growing much more rapidly as a segment than the other two segments. The thing we've seen through the pandemic is this idea of blended trip purpose. And so it's going to be increasingly difficult for us with precision to tell you exactly why somebody's in our hotel. If they're a special corporate customer, of course, but otherwise we're not interrogating them at the front desk. And I think folks have learned they can work from anywhere, and so they're combining business and leisure. And we really see it in the day of the week patterns. Thursday and Sunday, which used to be the weakest days, have come back very rapidly.
And in terms of opportunity, there's a view, by the way, it's a view here in Davos because everybody's talking about all Americans who need to get back to the United States from here are desperate to take their COVID test and make sure that they're COVID-free.
Yes.
How long do you think that piece of the law, if you will, is going to be in place, and how much do you think that's impacting the business?
I think it's impacting it some, particularly for less experienced travelers. Just adding another layer of complexity is difficult. We and the rest of the industry have been talking to the administration, the Commerce Secretary Raimondo. I know she's very focused on this issue. So anything we can do to make cross-border travel easier, and we've seen it in the bookings. You might recall last summer the EU came out with kind of an opaque statement that we're going to start opening. The volume of inquiries we saw in our reservation business skyrocketed. And so the more we can do to simplify travel, the more we can expect to extend this recovery.
Okay, Tony, thank you.
My pleasure.
It's great
Thanks for having me. You too.